Welcome to the Smoking Word. Welcome to the Smoking Word.
What's up, everybody? We are back and always brought to you by CasaDeRock.com. You know the drill. Like I do every week. That is my merch store. Everything is done by your boy in-house. You know the deal. We got t-shirts. We just dropped some slides. I think there's some slides left, but we're dropping a bunch of new prints. We got new caps, we got buttons, we got pins. If you want it, we got it. And if you want to support the movement, CasaDeRock.com is the place. $21 all t-shirts. Everything goes directly to the family. You know what I'm saying? But and shout out to everybody who's been copping merch, and I'm supporting the movement from day one. Also, thanks to my Patreon family. Thank you for holding us down, and thank you for being patient. As you know, the world is a crazy place at the moment, so I was sidetracked a little bit, but we back in business, and we are about to drop 1 hour of unseen footage just for my Patreon family. I know we've been talking about it, but I just saw the rough, and the rough is almost ready to rock. And we're gonna drop that. By the time you hear this, that shit might already be out. So thank you for waiting. But yo, you're gonna love it. We got some real cool shit, unseen footage from the New York Tompkins show. So join the Patreon fucking family. If you don't know what Patreon is, again, that's the way you invest in the show. If you want the show to keep going and you like what you hear and you want your boy to stay with them fly glasses and you want the audio to be right, that's how you support the show. Patreon.com/the Smoking Word. You got a $2 tier, a $5 tier, and up. And every tier got something to offer. We got videos, all that other shit. There's a bunch of shit on there. If you got $2, which you should have, if you don't got $2, you shouldn't be listening to podcasts, to be honest with you. So get your fucking priorities straight. And listen, subscribe to the fucking podcast. Subscribing is free. Telling your friends is free. Reposting is free. So let's not even be cheap all the free shit, you fucking cheap bastards out there. But I love you. But again, patreon.com/the Smoking Word. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Smoking Word TV. It's gonna be lit. We're dropping we're bringing all this shit talking to the fucking video talking, shit talking fucking world. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some fun with it. But again, I want to thank my worldwide Smoking Word family for holding me down. We are back slowly but surely. Again, still thanking everybody reaching out about everything. You know, I feel the love and it's getting me fucking making me feel powerful. It's good to have family around the planet. And we're coming at you with mad shit. So look out for new Madball, a lot of new podcasts. And this week, and before anything, I want to shout out Cortex. I want to shout out to my family in fucking Kreuzberg. Listen, that's basically Madball's second home. It's basically the Lower East Side, the old Lower East Side of fucking Germany, of hardcore. It's basically the European mecca of hardcore. And they just laced me with a package I've been wanting for a while. But besides that, I miss my family. This is the longest we've been away from each other in many years. Shout out to my Kreuzberg family. Shout out my Cortex family. Shout out to my European, worldwide, global hardcore family around the planet. With that being said, this week I figured let's keep shit in-house. And you know what? A lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions about this person because he's a little bit mysterious, but not by choice, just because you know, well, we're gonna find out. Anyway, my boy, my guitarist, Axeman extraordinaire, Jersey's finest, Mike Gurnari, Madball. Let's set this shit off.
Oh shit! What's up?
Oh shit! Look at that!
What up?
Look at that! Oh wait, hold on. What? There we go. There we go.
Nice, nice.
The
What's up?
the human selfie stick.
That's it. I got it built in right here. Look at
Live
this.
and listen, everybody, you're getting a fucking treat right here. You just saw the human selfie stick live and direct. Show them one more time. Show them
Yo,
the
I got two. Yeah.
Listen,
Boom.
what up, Miguel?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Nothing. I'm fucking good considering all the crazy shit we already know. But over here, I figured you know what's funny was recently, lately, but recently more than ever, mad people had mad questions about you. And I said, you know what?
Really?
You know, just like, yo, what's up with Mike? You should have Mike on. Yo, Mike's this. Where's Mike? I said, you know what? You're right. We should have Mike because
I've been patiently waiting.
yeah, you're like, yeah, when's this motherfucker? I sleep right next to him, a couple of feet away from this motherfucker. He hasn't had. I'm right here.
It's all good. Yeah, no, like I said, I've been patiently waiting.
Yeah, and fucking first of all, where you at?
I just got home from work. I'm in Bricktown.
Bricktown,
yeah,
dirty Jersey.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Jersey Shore.
And you just got home from work, right?
Yeah, yep. Long day at the tattoo shop.
What spot? Let them know what's the spot.
Yo, shout out Trade Winds Tattoo, Tom's River, New Jersey. Silverton, Tommy.
Boom, Tommy.
Yeah, what up, Tommy?
Yo, shout out to Tommy. Shout out to if you want to get tattooed in Neptune or Uranus, that's the spot you go to.
You hit up my brother Joe Numbers, Tommy Folio. That's it.
Listen. You go to them, get tattooed, tip them good, tell them Hoya Rock sent you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but all right, now how long? I mean, I know and I forget though. How long you already working in the tattoo? Tell me, let everybody know what you do. Also, you besides being the Axeman for New York's finest.
Yeah. So total, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I started off. I was the piercer at another shop up north in North Jersey in Linden. Shout out to Tattooville. I love those guys.
Mad nipple piercings.
Yo, that was the hottest shit. Yo, I did. You know, there was the Cheeks strip club right down the street. You ever see the movie The Wrestler?
Yeah,
that
of course.
strip club that they're in, that was right down the street. So all those chicks used to come in. But yeah, anyway, I was the piercer. I did that for like 6 or 7 years, and then I
pierced for that long. I know you. I know you pierced, but I didn't know that long. 6-7 years piercing.
Yeah. So I started my apprenticeship in October of 2008, and then I started actually piercing in May of 2009. So
that's so weird. And everybody, I want you to know, if you can't visually see, he don't got no earrings or no piercings. Well, I know most of his body, and I don't want to know if he has, some type of thing below the belt. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen no jewelry. So that's crazy that you were around that long piercing people and not be like, because I know you ain't into piercings, like, you know what I mean? At least not that I know.
Yeah. Well, at the time when I started, the only thing I had my lip, and I had one in each ear. That was it.
And a couple nipple rings, and my balls connected to my neck, and then my neck.
And then I had the chain from the nose to the ear,
right to your butthole, and then from the butthole to your nose, to your toe.
Those are the best ones. No, but so that's all I had. And then I didn't have that for very long. And then like all the time I would, they'd be like, yo, Mike, a piercing's here. And I'd walk up to the counter and, I took all my shit out and I'd have like a long sleeve or a sweatshirt on or something. So you couldn't see my tattoos. I had no piercings. And they'd be like, you're the piercer? Like, why? Because I don't have fucking, dinner plates in my ears.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Shout out to dinner plate ears out there.
Which is cool. It's not my thing.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Yeah, dinner plate or nothing. Bones in your nose.
The lip, that was it. That was the only one.
And then right now, so you basically a shop man. You've been shop managing, right?
Yeah. So the best way to describe it, I do everything but the tattoos.
Yeah.
I take care of everything: the scheduling, the ordering the supplies, the cleaning, the setups, the breakdowns, all that stuff.
Yeah. That's great. And you've been doing that for a while. That's why, like, it's like what does it take? What's the official definition for a career?
To be a piercer?
In general, like career. Like, I wonder what's the Gator Food. Fucking get on fucking I'm Googling. What's the definition of fucking career? No, because I'm wondering. Then this is your career, right? That's also one of your right.
Yeah,
you can say it's a career, like
for sure.
You're doing it that long, that long around. That's a long time. That's like, you know what I mean? That's more than high school.
And then especially the piercing thing. So the girl that taught me, shout out to Terry. You know, she mentored me, taught me how to pierce. She eventually left, like kind of shortly after I became a piercer, and then I took over the business. So almost immediately, that business was mine, and it was like a separate entity from the tattoo shop. Like it was a separate entrance. It had a separate name, blah blah blah. And then, I apprenticed people. I had people working for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
the piercing shit that is funny because we've talked about this obviously, but we never talked about this. I never brought this up, so I'm glad I'm bringing it up now. Being a piercer, you're gonna be asked to pierce,
of course,
weird parts. So how many balls that were brought up, and like you must have been brought up balls, I'm girls, I'm trivias, Libyas, they're Nigerias or whatever you call it, whatever continent they have. No, but all right, how many hammers? How many of these things have you done, if you've done any?
Yeah, so straight up, when the girl was teaching me, during my apprenticeship.
Listen, I feel that shit. Listen. Shout out to anybody who got that shit done. I salute you, nigga, because the wind blows and I'm folded over. I don't know how anybody could get like, any type of a royalty on their hammer.
I'll tell you a quick couple stories. So during my apprenticeship, the girl asked me to just take out jewelry on this girl's hood. It was a hood piece.
Yeah.
And I was still super green.
On a papaya.
Yeah.
Take the hood off a papaya.
So, this chick, she comes in and just, long story short, she depantses or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Can you please depants? All right.
And I should have been wearing a mask because it hit me right in the face.
Wow.
And, it was a lot to take in. And, I told the girl straight, from the beginning, I was like, that's not something I'm really interested in doing. But she was like, no, you got to know, blah, 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 whatever. So all I had to do was take it out. I said, that was too much. I'm good. There's not a high demand for that stuff anyway. I was like, you know how to do all that stuff? You could do that. I'm not doing any of that. So I never did anything below the waist.
That's smart for anybody. Yeah, that's rough. And anyway, not for nothing. A nipple, that shit fucking, I don't even know how, people, shout out to everybody. If you got a nipple that got a door knocker,
it's rough.
I don't even know if it's a style anymore. But all I know, I'm a chump when it comes to that shit.
And at the time, I was too, completely. So like this shit just fell in my lap. Tommy, who he offered me the job to be the piercer. And at the time I was cleaning pools and I was hating it. It was like super cold. It was like closing season, November in New Jersey. I'm like cursing at the sky, like, I'll do anything. And like, it was either that day or the next day. Tommy called me. He's like, yo, I'm opening a new shop. You want to be the piercer? I was like, yes, I have no idea about any of that stuff, but I'll do whatever it takes. And he's like, I already got the apprenticeship hooked up for you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. So my first day, I go to the spot and the first piercing I see the girl do is the back of a chick's neck.
Oh.
And it was crazy. She just laid her down and like she's experienced at this point. So she's not like using like clamps and shit. She just grabbed this chick's neck and boom. And I was like blown away. I was like, I don't know if I could do that. And then I told my brother, on my way home, I called my brother. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that. And he's like, that's cool. He's like, go clean pools. That's fine.
You're like, wait a minute. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll stick it out. But yeah, man, that shit was crazy. It took a minute to get used to that.
Yeah, but you know what's dope? That you got lucky, which fell into play, which ended up being good for us in the long run, because obviously your fucking boss is a cool motherfucker and comes from the scene. But on top of that, that world is like the closest. I always said the next thing close to being in a band is being a tattoo artist or working in a tattoo shop.
Absolutely.
Looser hours is even a looser form. It's a little bit more, it's like barbershop. It's almost like a barber, it could be really fun, really boring, but it shouldn't be really too hard. It's just stay on top of it, grind and show up.
Yep. And like even when I was apprenticing, I got the offer to go on tour, like working for bands at the time. And my boss was like, yeah, go. He's like, I'd be more mad if you don't go.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I was like, that's amazing. And then when I told Tommy that I was going to do the Madball thing, I thought that was for sure. Like, well, it's got to be one or the other. And he kind of shrugged. And he's like, cool. He's like, you can do both. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, really? I was like, all
Yeah,
right, cool.
because I remember. So yeah, no, we'll let everybody know that story. How? Well, we'll let them know right now, just because we on it. So wait, I'll lead it into first how we met you. We were in, basically, long story short, we were in Europe. We were starting a tour, and I think and you were already out there, and Mike was out there with Wisdom. He was filling in for Mav, and basically we had a show with Wisdom. Obviously, everybody knows that's family. So, obviously the minute we see each other, we're partying, and right away, you seem really, cool. You came up, what's up, what's up? And then I remember, we played the show, we're watching. I'm like, oh, let's see. I want to see how this dude plays. And I was like, because I know Mav could play, and they're a 2-guitar band.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, oh shit, this dude could play. And then I'm in the back of my head, I was like, man, I wonder what's up with him. And then I said to Fred, I think, and then Richie came off stage, and I think I was like, yo, great job or whatever. And I don't remember if it was that day. And I think basically Freddie was on the same page, thinking the same shit. And I don't remember if it was that day or soon after. I kind of even told Richie, like, yo, what's up with him? And he goes, oh, he's a great guitarist. And I was like, no, but what's up? Like, yeah, you could be a great guitarist. That don't mean you're the right. You could hang with us. Meaning, people got to understand this out there. I'm gonna give people a little gem out there. Just because you could play the best guitar in the world, don't mean you're gonna be able to go on the road or even mesh with a band. No. And you just being the coolest guy in the world doesn't mean, and not a good player doesn't mean, it could work either. But it could work. If at the end of the day, if you're cool. And in the Madball family, we coolness goes further than talent. That with us. In your case, we lucked out that you were able to play and you were able to hang. But right away, we got the word from like Richie. He was like, yo, I think, he could hang, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, and at the time we were looking for a guitarist. So we were like, boom, let's ask, you seem cool. Let's fall into place. And then I think Freddie went in. I don't know. Take it from there. I don't even remember how it went from there. Who even asked you or who talked to you? I mean, because I know we were talking about you behind the scenes. So I don't know.
So if you want to get even a little deeper, I'll give you some more details. So you remember, I met you guys before the show. I met you guys in the Berlin airport.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I forgot that, but I remember we met in the airport. And we were like, oh shit, we were just linking up. And you lost your guitars.
I didn't lose it. They lost it.
All right. Yeah.
So, okay. So this is my first European tour ever. And at the time, I'm like, yo, this is my last hurrah. This is my only chance to go on tour in Europe. And I'm representing for my friends. I got to make sure I kill it. And the only thing that I needed didn't show up. Yeah. So I land in Berlin, no guitar. And then, I'm kind of, I was keeping it cool, but like I was panicking on the inside. And they were like, yo, this is Freddie, this is Hoy. And I'm like, nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys. Yeah. Where's my guitar? Trying to find this shit. And then get to the venue because it was just a wrap. That shit was gone. And so, yeah, I get to the venue. Dom lends me his guitar, the guitar I never touched before. I'm already nervous, like, again, playing with these dudes for the first time in Europe, opening for you guys, and I just did my thing. And then like a couple days later, Jotham pulled me aside and was like, yo, what do you think about maybe playing a Madball? And I was like, I don't know if I could, I was like, I figured you guys just go on tour for months at a time. I was like, I mean, that's cool. I'd love to, but it just doesn't seem like it would work. And then I found out how you guys operate and I was like, yo, all right, maybe that's a different story. But so at the end of that tour, Freddie hit me up and he was like, yo, we got a suicidal tour in the States. Do you want to do it? And I was like, I'd be an idiot if I said no, and that was it. That was the beginning.
So what happened? But you remember for a minute you weren't gonna do it because you remember there was that quick second because I remember we had other people come asking and there was other people I had in mind. I was like, yo, there's this guy asking, there's this dude, we got to look, we need to find a killer and he got to be somebody cool and blah, blah, blah. And then, me and Freddie are going back and forth with people. And then when we talked to you, they were like, yo, he said he'll be down to do it. And we were like, dope. And then I remember Freddie calling me. He's like, yo, you ain't going to believe this. He goes, yo, this dude, he can't do it now. And I said, you know what? I had a feeling for some reason. I said, it's too good. It would have been too easy.
Right.
Like, and I was like, and I didn't get my hopes high because I was kind of like, yeah, it'll be dope. He's cool. He could play. But nah, shit doesn't happen that easy.
Right.
And then Freddie, I remember Freddie hitting me up and going, yo, this fucking, now he says he don't think he could talk, if he could do it. And I said, really? And I go, that sucks. All right, whatever. But now let's keep it moving. Who we gotta ask next?
That was after the Suicidal tour. So I did that. That was a
Okay.
long one.
All right. So what was good? All right. So that was good that you say that. So that was after the Suicidal tour, right? Now, for people to know that what happened with that Suicidal tour, which was great. Shout out to Suicidal.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And what was cool about that tour and that worked in mine and Freddie's behalf was we're breaking in a new guy. And on that tour, we had a lot of long drives and we had days off, and you really get to see somebody's road squabbles. Anybody who lives on the road knows that you could see people fold on the road. And we're not sleeping in people's houses anymore like that. We still got hotels, but it's rough. We ain't in a bus, we're in a van. And that was a tour with a lot of downtime because those long drives and etc. So for us and everybody hearing this was in America, and this is America for a hardcore band. So there was no big festivals. There was no, great shows with Suicidal, but it wasn't like, it was basically, a hard grind. So it was good. We got to see you take it like easy. You rolled with the punches like easy. And we were like, so on top of like us already, testing the waters with you and you being good to go, we were like, man, he's fucking good to go. And then, we were kind of like, oh, he's going to be in. And then Freddie tells me, no. And then Freddie calls me back maybe an hour later, maybe less or something. And he goes, you ain't going to believe this. I just talked to this guy and he says he's down now. And then that's how I heard. But then everything before that, I don't know how.
So what happened was we did the Suicidal tour, and a few days into that, I remember we stopped somewhere and me and Freddie like ran into the gas station or whatever it was. And we were coming back to the van and he turned around. He was like, yo, can you do the Florida shows with us at the end of the month? And I was like, yeah. I was like, as long as my boss says it's cool. Because at this point, I didn't know what was going on really. But I was like, yeah, if he says it's cool, I'm in. And then I did those. And then I think maybe committed to the Hatebreed run or something. But after I was like, I can't do anything after that. I was like, it's just not gonna work or whatever. And then what sealed the deal was my oldest brother, Ron, sent me a YouTube video interview of Freddie. And the topic was who's going to be the new guitar player in Madball. And he's talking and all the time, I just figured it'd be Dom. Why wouldn't it be Dom? I don't know.
Shout out to Dom, my boy, my bro, Dom from Born for Pain. Shout out to fucking Lord Frost who held it down.
Hell yeah. Europe. Well, yeah. So my brother sends me this video. I'm at work, so my oldest brother sends me the video. I work with my other brother, Joe, who and my brother's looking at me and my face turns bright red. And he's like, yo, what's wrong? And I was like, yo, look. And Freddie said in the interview that it was either between me or Dom, but it's probably going to be me. And I was like, oh, shit. I didn't know it's like that. I was like, I mean, I'd be an idiot if I don't do this. So even my brother was like, yeah, it's like, you got to jump on that, dude. Like, this is what you're made for. And then that's what sealed the deal. And then I think I called Freddie that night and it was like, yo, I'm in.
Yeah. So it was funny. So like, we were like, all right, but so then, we were like, all right, he's going to play. All right. So we didn't know officially. So I'll tell you this, that you don't know this, and I'll let you see the Smokin Word family gets the exclusive Madball shit.
All right.
Because you don't even know this. And I'm going to tell you right now, me and Mikey didn't officially know you were into. He was on stage that day when you fucking found out. Like, we obviously know, like, yeah, he would always be like, what do you think of him? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's dope, die. Yeah, he'd be perfect. Too bad. And then after he goes, yeah, we want to welcome to the family or whatever he said. That day I looked at Mike and I was like, well, I guess he's in.
Yo, and I have that footage. It's on my Instagram.
Well, that's when I first found
in Jersey.
Well, that's where I first found out you were in the van. So Jersey shit. and we but we know like he already was like, yo, who's the man? I was like, yeah, man, too bad. It sucks that it couldn't be him. And then when you were doing that, I didn't know what the deal was. Like, what was the arrangement?
Right.
I was like finishing up or whatever. But shout out to Wisdom and Chains too for fucking. Shout out to Mav having to take a little vacation to let all these things fall into place.
Right. And Evan, he's the guy that put this all together. I met him we were in another band together. And then if it wasn't for that, none of this would happen. I'll never forget that when I was at work one day, like cleaning up or something, and he's calling me and I was like, it's got to be important if he's calling me. Otherwise he just texts me. I pick it up and he's like, Mav can't go on tour in Europe. Can you fill in? I was like, yeah. I was like, as long as my boss says it's cool. And then that was the beginning of all that shit.
And fucking so what Madball is what band in your arsenal of bands that you were in, official bands? Like how many bands you were in? Like, so where does Madball, for what number is Madball? Because I know you were in a couple different bands.
Number one.
No, come on. No, but I'm saying like, I mean, like you were in other bands.
Yeah, before. But not like this.
No, all right, not like this, but like, what were your other bands? So how many other bands were you in? Like from your first band to Madball?
Oh man. Okay, so
we want to know the evolution. Well, I kind of know some, but because there's a couple of my favorites everybody's gonna hear about along the way.
Yeah, one of the best.
So we're gonna start off with first band, Gurnari on first. Well, your first instrument is guitar, always, correct?
Yep.
All right. Let everybody know why guitar. We're gonna start from right there because I kind of know some of this shit, but we gotta let everybody know what's up.
Yeah. So it all started because when I was like 9, my oldest brother Ron was in the Navy, right? And we go and visit him. He's on break or whatever, and he pulls out a bass and he starts like playing songs that I know that like on the radio and shit. I was like, what? It's like, yo, that's amazing. And I was immediately hooked. He immediately taught me how to read tablature. And then that following Christmas, I was like, yo, I need a guitar so I could start a band with my brother.
That's it.
That was it. And then I got the guitar that year. And then Joe, the middle brother, saw my guitar and was like, yo, I need a guitar. So that was it. I was like, now we got 2 guitars, bass player, we're ready.
Boom.
So that was the beginning of that. And then fast forward to like, so that was when I was 10. And then when I was 16, me and Joe joined a local band that they played some shows. And
but what was it, a metal band? Was it
like a kind of like Deftones?
Okay, kinda. Yeah. So what would you call it? New metal, right? Was that considered new metal? But like a Deftone, like more like with singing, more real singing, screaming.
Yeah, kind of something like that. But
Screamo is the word screamo.
No. It was more heavy.
I don't know my moles. Screamos, emos, momos, these nuts. What?
This was more like Deftones, Limp Bizkit kind of thing, or whatever, right? So
and the name of this band was
Chambers Bridge.
Okay, so real quick, who came up with the name and why?
It's a name of a road.
And why is he still alive? I hope you ran him a beating. It's the name of a road
in Bricktown,
and that was a thing. Name a guy, I know, people would name their fucking name of their band after a street or a town. So I get it.
Hazen Street.
Hey, chill out. Hey, chill out. I didn't even think of that. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. But Hazen Street is different, yo. But exactly.
Way better, I promise.
Exactly. But all right. That so you got it from that, and it was like kind of that type of metal, and that was that you would say your first
legit band. Yeah, like that would play like clubs and stuff. So like it was really fast. So we joined this band. They had already been playing like Asbury and like the local scene for a minute and opening up for like legit band like Clutch and whoever. And then so we joined the band. We learned all the songs, and it's like 2 weeks later, our first show at the Pony in Asbury is with Gut Wrench.
Oh, right. I remember Gut Wrench, man. Homeboy passed away, right, man? I remember it, man. Long time.
Yeah.
And then what's the story? You know the story I love. Was that in that band? What band was that? That's later down the line.
This is like 2 weeks later.
Oh, so
after the Gut Wrench show.
All right. So after the Gut Wrench show, what happened?
All right. So they were like, yo, we got another show. It's gonna be a big one. I'm like, all right, who? And it's Earth Crisis, Madball, Hatebreed, Scarhead.
Oh,
I'm 15 years old.
I love
15. I'm a sophomore in high schoul. I just played my first, like, I guess what you call a legit show, like club or whatever.
So you're high as hell on life. Like, you're in it, you're playing,
Yeah, kids in school are like, yo, they played the Stone Pony. That's where Bruce Springsteen plays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we, I remember I still have the picture of the ticket, like you had to fill it out, draw or write, the names of the bands or whatever. And so we got the show with you guys, and I was super nervous because all the rumors are flying, at school. Like
you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, don't look at Madball. Don't smoke or drink around Earth Crisis, all these things. I'm like, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm fucking 15. I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna play.
Yeah, right.
So
That was fun.
Yeah, we play. We're the second band. We were there was another local band before us. We play, and when I tell you, it was packed, completely packed, sold out, which I think is like 600 or 7, whatever it is, at the Pony. When I tell you, it looked like cardboard cutouts staring at us. Like we were so bad, they didn't even boo.
Yeah,
like they just silent, dead silent.
But what happened? But then you remember there was
at the end of it. So my brother's girlfriend at the time is standing in the audience watching. And dude, again, when I tell you, they were statues. They weren't even making a peep. That's how much they hated us.
People stopped breathing for a couple of
minutes. Literally. It was so quiet. It was so uncomfortable in between songs. And so my brother's girlfriend's in the audience, and she sees a kid start clapping, and the kid next to him, I guess his friend, like nudges him. He's like, "Yo, why are you clapping?" He's like, "Because they're done."
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah,
I love
that.
I love that shit. And then and look at it now. Look at where you go now.
And then it was fast forward 20 years later. I ended up in the band somehow.
Yeah, and then you have half the world hate you because they say you're spreading a fucking disease that we invented.
Right. Yeah.
Welcome to Madball, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike
hey,
G.
I made it.
Yeah, and after that, so you had that band, and then after that, what you do? You had a couple bands because I know you were floating around for a minute.
Well, that band evolved into, so we kicked that singer out, and it was the same like instruments, drummer, bass player, guitar players, and then we got 2 singers, and then it was called Head Rush for a while, and then same band, but we just changed the name. Then it was called Strength in Numbers, and we did that for a long time, probably almost 9 or 10 years, something like that.
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that long.
Yeah, I mean, collectively between joining the first original band, and then by the time it ended. Yeah. I think it was like from the time I was like 15 to like 24 or something like that. And and then Strength in Numbers, and from E-Town, he signed us. He put out he had a record label. He put out a record, and then it was about a year after that it just all crumbled. And then I did a bunch of other things after that too.
Yeah, and fucking your first guitar, what was it?
Like first guitar that I got on Christmas?
Yeah.
It was like a 3/4 size electric guitar. I think it was called a Cruise, but then my first real like full-size guitar was a Squire Strat.
There you go, not bad. And what you play out of
back then?
Remember, like, I had a combo.
I had a Fender Champion 110 combo amp.
Well, so you were all right then. You already.
That was when I was little. But no, when we were in the band, like when we played the show with you guys, I remember I thought we were hot shit because we had half stacks. We had Ampeg solid state heads, me and my brother, and then Marshall cabs. I was like, yo, we're legit.
Yeah. So all right. So from when you started playing your first heavy setup, this is for all the gearheads out there. Your first heavy setup was what? What kind of head? You use a solid state head?
Well, yeah, the Ampeg was the first thing. And that was great for a while. And then we graduated to dual rectifiers, like the original, like 2-channel ones. And we got those.
Who used the Ampeg heads for guitar?
Like what bands?
Yeah.
I remember, I think we played with Biohazard one time at Starland. I think Billy or what was it, Bobby's the other guy? I think one of them had that. It's a good head. I mean, it doesn't really compete with the tube amps, that are coming out. But yeah, it's good. The VH140C. A lot of people played that. And
then right after that, you went to what you were saying, a dual rectifier.
Yeah, and then we got endorsed by VHT. Me and my brother. So we had the VHT endorsement. So we both had the Pitbull Ultra Lead heads, and then we rocked those for a while, and then the band broke. Oh no! And then I sold that, and I got a Bogner Ubershaw head, and then the band broke up.
Yeah, dope, right? You get some dope ill.
Cool. I just spent $4,000 on a head. Awesome.
Yeah, and then boom, no band.
Yeah.
And fucking yeah. No, I want and right now and right now, as a matter of fact, let everybody know what your setup is, minus the magic pedal that we can't tell anybody about.
That's
wink, that whole that.
Yeah.
But everything else, let everybody know what you're playing, because I'm also curious now, because I know you got new pickups that you put in, and And now you guys see all kinds of guitars coming out of your house. So what's the Madball setup for fucking the next fucking bunch of shows, or wherever, here, Europe? Like what's gonna be the fucking combination of the arsenal?
So the main thing, LTD deluxe guitars. The newest one I got the EC1000. I'm getting it set up right now actually for the Guar run. So that'll be my main. And then
hold on, but real quick, speaking of the Guar run, that's the next run, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know the date off the top of your head? Because I don't, because this will be out before that. This is coming out this Thursday.
Okay, I believe that's September 16th through the 19th. I'm pretty sure.
Yo, everybody, show up. We wish we could have done the whole tour, but we only got the first couple dates. But shout out to Guar, come through. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna party. I forgot where the fuck, Ohio, somewhere else.
I think it's Richmond, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and Pittsburgh, I think.
Yeah. Pittsburgh. Yeah. Shout out to all my Pittsburghians and all my Ohioans and all that. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. But all right. So you got, all right. So you're using the LTD. You were saying, right?
Yep. And then I got hooked up with the Fishman pickups through Ken.
That's what I was gonna say.
Thank you. Yep.
Shout out to Ken Susio.
Yeah. Yo,
hooked it up. Unearth in the Unearth family.
Yo, yeah.
I'm gonna get Ken on here because I'm fucking because he's a dirtbag and he's a fucking, but he's also he's a fucking ill studio guy. He fucking
he knows a lot.
Yeah, and he also he's in history with Madball. He tracked the one record with us, so he's part of the Madball history fucking in the Madball history book. So I want to get him, and I'm gonna get Zeus. And I'm gonna get, I'm gonna do you just gave me everybody. See, we're brainstorming live right here.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
But fucking all right. So you got the Fishman.
Yep, LTD guitars, Fishman pickups, Richter straps. I mean, not
let him know about
sound, but Richter.
First of all, shout out to Richter. I was calling him Richard. You know what I mean? And I'm fucking up. Richter.
I think it's Richter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking up. So shout out to Richter because. Yeah, you see, I see Richard. I didn't know what to say, Richter.
yeah.
I got, and no joke. Shout out to the fucking Richter family, to Kai and Warren. But this is no joke. I got the flyest strap in the motherfucking game. Let's just say that.
Tight.
Of course it is. Of course. Listen, I didn't play no fucking games. Look at the flavor. Look at the craftsmanship. But look at that shit. That's that sexy lady shit right there.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
But really, them shits are mad comfortable. And like I was telling people, not just because they're rocking with Madball, but for many, many years, I used to be like, a guitar strap. What the fuck is a big deal about a guitar strap? Well, check this out, everybody. I got arthritis in my back because I played with shitty straps my whole life. And I want to shout out Ra from Suicidal. He may not even know this little story, and I don't even know if he'll hear this. But not till we were on tour somewhere, and my bass, my string broke or something. I had a problem, and I had to use his bass.
Sacramento.
Yeah. And when I put his bass on, and he had a real strap on, I felt like I busted a nut in my pants. I was like, this cannot be real. Like, I literally was like, I literally felt like, just warm. Yeah. And then I realized for fucking how important that shit is. It's like sneakers on your feet.
Same exact thing. I rocked old school Vans my whole life, and then I put on a pair of Adidas. Feet. Yeah. I got fucked up back, and all this shit. Exactly. And then I put on a pair of Adidas. I was like, "What the fuck have I been doing?"
To Richter, I gotta find out the problem. But you know what's up, yo?
Hell yeah,
Go
Warren hooked it up big time. Kai, actually, I just they're sending me another the same one, the vegan Stronghold. Stronghold 2 strap with the Shaler or Shaler, however you say it, Shaler lock straps. Yeah, I played for it the first time at the Irving Plaza show.
Yeah,
I've been fucking up for years.
Yeah, shout out to Kai. She's been hooking it up, and check it out. And then I got my fucking these strap locks for every gear.
Yep.
Right, boom. Yo. Listen, ain't nobody gonna rip my bass off this body.
Hell no.
I ain't doing push-ups for nothing and strap locking fucking straps and all type of whatnots. For nothing. But all right, and what's the head? So all right, and what's the head you're playing out of now?
So even that's kind of like a secret weapon for me. It's not a lot of people really know what's up with it. So it's a Yamaha T100 from the 80s, right? But basically, it's just a Soldano. I think it's the SLO 100 because Mike Soldano used to work for Yamaha, and it says right in the back of the head.
Yo, you mean Mike Soldano, yo, from where? For Canarsie? All right, no, that's what it sounded like. A dude who worked for Biohazard or somebody.
Yeah, but so that was a great find. So what happened was my brother found it on whatever eBay or whatever.
Oh, he found it. It fell off a truck.
Well, no. We were hunting for it for years, and then one popped up for cheap, and we got it. And that thing fucking crushes. And he don't play no more, so he gifted it to me. And so that's the main.
That's the right price.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Definitely the right price.
That's the right price.
Yeah, but
that
through two 4x12s,
and that's what you're using in America.
Yeah, and then overseas, the guys from Born from Pain let me use their Driftwood Purple Nightmares, which are fucking amazing. Those heads are amazing.
Sounds great. Where they're from? They're a German company, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
What that Driftwood?
A Driftwood Purple Nightmare. Yep.
Hey, Driftwood. We just saying we're coming back the minute these borders open.
Help me out.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh yeah, and shout out to Warlock Cabinets in America. We got some shit in the works. I'm not gonna say nothing. I was taught not to say nothing till shit is done, but we got some fire in the works.
Yeah.
We're keeping shit local, trying to keep the movement, supporting the movement, and some fly. There's a lot of good workmanship going on in the scene today. A lot of people building shit and doing and people making guitars and cabinets. It's an interesting world we're living in at the moment.
Yeah, hell yeah, and we're very fortunate to get hooked up with these guys. They treat us very well. Especially shout out to Tony at ESP. Hooked it up, immediately right off the bat. Billy Bio introduced us, and it was
Billy always looking out.
Yeah,
always looking out. Yeah,
always. I think I met Billy for about 30 seconds, and I was warming up on my LTD, that I've had for 20 years, and he was like, "Yo, Tony?" Boom, introduced us, and that was that.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, no, that's dope. And fucking and what I was gonna say, and the whole guitar shit, with the setup that you got. All right, so we kind of talk shop about guitar sounds and whatever. What's the difference you think? This is a little bit of gear talk before I get back. What do you think is the difference between the guitar tone that's used in metal now than you did back then? Then let's say when Deftones, that era was popping of metal, like when you were playing when all that Limp, Korn, or whatever, Deftones, that style was going on, and now you got metal now, right? It's different, obviously. It's thrashy or whatever.
Yeah,
but sonically, where you think amp wise, what's the difference? Is there more gain, more high end, more down tuning? What is it you think from then to now?
I think people just started to realize that you can have mids in it and still have a crazy heavy sound. Like there was a period where everybody wanted to scoop the mids, no mid, blah blah blah, whatever. And it's like, okay, yeah, I worked on the Black album and maybe whatever else, but that's a big part of my sound. I pretty much have everything on 5. Yeah, and then kind of adjust accordingly. But I think back then that was like a big, as far as I saw it, was a big scoop sound. Those the Framus Cobra heads came out, and they're amazing. But that was a big thing that I noticed. It just had that scooped mid sound, which were great at the time. But I think nowadays, people are starting to realize you don't need to do that to achieve a really heavy sound,
more dynamic. There's definitely more dynamic tones, and style and heavy music like Mastodon shit, and then you got some other style of metal shit people doing. Yeah, definitely, a lot of new flavor. What the fuck? I was just gonna tell you. I was gonna ask you about fucking. What was the first Madball show you played with us?
Was that Stone Pony show? It was
Stone Pony.
Yeah. Oh no. The one that I played in the band.
Yeah, in the band.
Was in Phoenix, Arizona, opening for Suicidal.
Was that when we had Homeboy from that R&B group singing to us, the Uber driver, whatever that day?
So I flew in the day early, and we set up a rehearsal or whatever. And yeah, the Uber driver is like, yo, you're in a band? I'm in a band, I sing. And like his dude's trying to give us his number and shit. We bounced.
He was like, yeah, he's like, yo, I'm in this band. Yo, we I'm like, well, but you're an Uber driver now, you know. Shout out to Uber drivers, but he's like, yeah, he almost wanted to jump in the rehearsal almost.
Yeah, he was like 2 seconds away, and we quick grabbed our shit out of the car and bounced. He
So-
was like
so
trying to
the-
give his number and shit.
Yeah, the first match. All right, so that it was on the suicidal run.
Yep.
That was the first. So all right, so that was the first fucking it was good. That's good. That was a good like intro because
I
it
mean,
was
I had a 2-hour practice with you and Mike.
yeah.
That was it. And like you guys kind of were like pretty casual about like, all right, we probably figure you know how to play the songs, but you know, you got to learn the set. Like, so when we go from this song into this song, it's like this, and then it's a 2 count into this. And I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
I've been sweating the songs for, you know, a couple weeks, and now I got to learn all this shit in like a day.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then to boot, we play, and Roger, he lives out there.
Yeah.
So standing right behind me is Roger and his wife. And I'm like, fucking no pressure. And then, you know, open for Suicidal with Madball. Never played on stage with Freddie yet. You know, it's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, that's our whole life. No, like just figure it out on stage. That's our existence. You know how many times me and Mike would look at each other, and it's kind of one of these situations like, let's just go up there, pray, and hope that fucking it falls into place.
I mean, I kind of been in that situation a lot too. So I adapted, I thought, pretty quickly. You know?
No, that was the thing that's why we lucked out that, you know, people got to understand this. And this is a little bit of game I'm going to give all you motherfuckers out there trying to be in a band. You got to be, it don't matter how good you are. It does and it doesn't. All right, you're great at playing or whatever. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to get along with people. You got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to shut the fuck up and not complain. And you got to be able to know your place. And what that meaning is, if you're a new guy in the band, maybe your opinions, you should automatically know your opinions won't be on top. Maybe in different bands, they might be in different degrees and different floors. But let's just say when you join, when you get hired for a job, no matter how cool you are, unless you're hired to be the president, you're going to start somewhere where you're going to have to answer to somebody, and then you work your way up. That's how making your bones, doing your timing and whatever.
And
you know
like when,
I mean?
you know, when I joined the band, you know, people were, you know, all psyched for me and congratulating. And I was like, that's great, you know, but I know in my head, there are a million guys that can physically play way better than me. I know that, you know, but I know also too, even before I met you guys, that you have to kind of check all those boxes, you know, fucking know your role. You know, just do the job and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And it had to be on our speed. You know, again, people gotta understand something. We ain't new to this shit. We've been doing this shit our whole lives. And you know, we love to have fun, but that whole frat boy shit days, that shit ain't us. You know, so we also understand, you know, we never stop nobody from doing nothing, especially you're a single dude or single, whatever, you want to have fun. We're all down for fun, you know, we all got to live and we all for it. But you know us, we lay back, we down low, we just keep mainly our friends come around. We like keeping that family feel to it. But, you know, some guys want to party, which is cool, but we're not that band. You know what I mean? And some people do this for that. Not that that's even wrong, but it's not where we at. We're about playing our music, keeping the quality as high as we can. Love, you know, we got to keep loving doing our music, or else we wouldn't do it. And we wanted to run as smoothly and as comfortably as possible. And we've been doing this for 26, 27, 28 years. Right. We know what works and what don't work.
Yeah. And, you know, I knew that before. I didn't have to talk to you guys for 1 second before, you know, any of that entered my mind. Like I was on that page from the get-go. And I think that's kind of what attributed me to ended up being in the band. You know what I mean? Like I've been in tons of bands with people that are difficult. And, you know, I've learned from those people, you know, like I was never really that guy. So, you know, I knew from the get-go, whether I knew you guys as people or not, I knew that it was represent, kill it as hard as you possibly can. I know, dude, make mistakes. I know that's going to happen. That's whatever. Of course. But, you know, make sure that I represent for you guys, whether I'm in the band or just filling in. You know, that was number one always. And when it came down to it, not fucking around. You know what I mean? Like I take that shit serious. As much fun as I have And
Yep.
as much as we laugh and whatever, when it comes down to it, I take that shit super seriously.
Yeah, of course. And that's the thing with us, you know how we do, you played long enough with me, like we're all about everybody not having to police nobody. We're all grown men. But if something doesn't feel up to par, I'm going to say something because I take this shit. And I'm the most laid back nigga in the band. I'm the most, the least tech savvy, least guy in that department. But if I feel the quality ain't up to speed, that's when I'm gonna, be heard. Because in the band, this is what I always said. And I consider myself a killer. So I am not saying this on some sympathy shit, but I'm the weakest link in our chain. And if I'm always on point. This is what I'm saying. I'm the weakest link, but I'm always on point. So none of you other motherfuckers could be, not on point. Also, I'm going to say something. So that's the problem. But when I know it, and I'm like saying, so if I'm the weakest and I'm on point, then these guys got to be unbreakable. And that's how it should be. No matter, you know how it is. There's times we've got to rush on a stage and play in front of, 15,000 people and not have a sound check and not know what equipment we're playing. Sometimes we have an hour sound check and we play in front of 10 people. In a squat somewhere, there's this shit works in a lot of crazy ways, and you got to be made a certain way.
Absolutely. And before I ever met you guys, me and my brother operate on that level. When we were in the band, and then just as brothers, like if you're slipping, I'm gonna tell you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And again, I knew going into it that I'm definitely gonna fumble here and there. I don't want to, but it's shit's gonna happen at first. And I would much rather you especially tell me like, yo, you got to tighten that shit up, or you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like that ain't cool. Like that. I take that shit seriously. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't get butthurt about that shit.
Yeah. And that's what I always would tell people, that was a big thing, we're loud dudes. I would tell people the first thing, look it, do not take shit to heart when we yell, especially on stage, because we're playing this crazy music. I'm not going to turn around and be like, we're yelling, we're going to beat you down. And then, slow down, please. You know what I mean? Turn into like, no, I'm going to say, slow the fuck down. But it doesn't mean like, oh, now I got beef for you. Sometimes.
That's family shit. That's how family shit works.
Exactly. And we're calling plays out there, we're in a fight, in a battle. We're in a fight, and this is how, we throw our energy around. We got to throw energy. We got to feel it. So how if I'm fucking looking at you and I'm saying speed the fuck up, that means speed, let's turn up. Look, everybody, let's turn up. It's a team.
But after the show, it doesn't mean why did you
exactly.
say that? Like,
and I tell people that, and I tell people like, I go, don't take me also for like, since I'm not one of these tech guys or whatever, that I'm not on my shit. Because
I say you're the maestro.
Yeah,
on stage, I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because my whole shit is this. It's like this whole boat got to rock like that. Also, if every piece just move like that, it collapses. It'll just a boat would just break into pieces. Wood would just break. It got to be made where everything flow. So I'm like, I go by that. Like I said, we should feel as one at all times. And that's what I tell people. I was like, it's not about playing the tightest always, but playing with balls and being aware of what you need to fix. There's some people that you tell them something of a certain way to play, and they're cocky on it, and they may not be hitting on it. And then that's the thing, the problem I have. If you're cocky about a problem, not if you have a problem, but if you're cocky about it and you ain't hitting it, then it's gonna become a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're human.
Yeah, exactly. I always consider that to be one of my best qualities. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but like, if you tell me something, I'm gonna fucking listen. If you're saying it, there's a reason. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna be like, no, I nailed it. Like, no.
And the whole shit, even now, even at this state, anything I be telling you would not be like even, you should, not that you do, but it shouldn't even be taken as, oh, he's sunning me, or like he's trying to talk down, because we're figuring out these songs. We just been playing a handful of years compared to, me and Mitch playing 16 years.
Yeah.
So we're learning people. The more you play, you learn strokes, like in painting. You're like, oh, Hoya paints this way. where you're used to maybe painting like this. Okay, let me go paint like Hoya. So
Exactly.
we go over riff by riff. You know
Mhm.
how it goes, and that's how. Listen, every day you see with us, every
Yeah.
show we look at each other. There might be a minute we got to freestyle something. That's
But
been.
I'm always learning and obviously getting better with time. That's that's just a given. But
Yeah.
I'm very conscious of all that stuff, and I don't have any ego when it comes to any of that shit. This is your guys' shit. I'm fucking, if you're saying it, there's a reason.
Yeah, and even with us, it's always like the whole shit is like with us is never an ego. It's just like we gotta when nobody says, oh this guy Mike was good, Freddie was good, but Hoya was not on, or Hoya was on it. No, it's like they sucked or they didn't.
Right.
We all know it, so it's like no matter what, we all wear the same face. So like that's why I tell people again. I'm like, we can't take offense of it. We're one team.
No, you wouldn't last in this band if you got upset about anything like that, any kind of constructive criticism, whether it's said this way or another way. That's just the way it is.
Let me ask you this: what was the biggest show you've played ever in your life?
With you guys, or just in general?
In life?
In life,
was it with us or a big wig? Right, you did a big one with Big Wig, right?
Yeah, I think the Big Wig one.
That was
Rock Fest. Yeah, that was.
You
a big
remember
one.
what that was?
How many people?
Ballpark. You remember?
I mean, it's hard to say because the total attendance was something insane. It was like 6 figures or something like that. Gotcha. But we were on the side stage, and it was the first time that Big Wig played in Canada in whatever, like 10 years or some shit. I mean, I have the pictures, and it's pretty insane. That was probably the biggest.
Yeah. And what about with Madball? Do you remember what you think was the biggest show you've played with us?
Biggest Madball show has got to be either like Silac Fest, or right? Is that how you say it? In France?
Silac, yeah.
Or maybe the one in Essen, maybe.
Oh,
one of those.
Okay, got you. I got you. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, that
you know why? Yeah, because when we were doing all those other ones the year before, that's when you weren't doing the Europe yet. That's what it was.
Yeah. So when
you just came in the event,
Dom had already committed to those shows, so he was doing those still. But yeah, I think it was between one of those, either Silac or Essen.
Yeah, those are some good, man.
Yeah,
fuck it. It's crazy that for us, I mean, even with we how many Europe tours you did? You did a couple or just one?
I mean, considering that one summer, we went back and forth like every weekend for like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. Like we were going for 2 days. I come home, back for 2 days, come home.
So you did a couple, and what's so you seen just you in the band? You seen how that's our second home forever, and this is the longest we've been away from it ever. And it's crazy, you know what I mean?
Crazy, and I kind of got used to it too. Like like that shit is a different world, and in the best way possible. Yeah, So I met you guys over there, and that was my first Madball show since I was 15 when I opened for you guys. Yeah, and to see that, and then a couple months later be in the band is a big difference. And then so when we were doing those back and forth trips, we eventually. The last one was we did like the 11 or 12 days we did, and it was mostly festivals, and that shit was off the hook, man. That's some of the best times of my life.
Yeah, those are great, man. I mean, that's the thing, and just in general, like there's people there that again, like there's people that are people in Germany, some of these places we see more than our people in America. Because we will go over so much, and we know we're gonna see certain people in certain places, and it's like.
Yeah, it's crazy for me, especially. I've been there, obviously the least, and like I made a connection with those people, and like we'll talk to this person from the UK and this person from Germany, and like keep in touch and shit. Like it's crazy, man. I'm super grateful, just period, to be in the band and doing it. Like
you know what, so am I. Yeah, so am I.
Amazing, best thing that ever happened to me. For real, no bullshit.
What? Me too. Guess what? We're on the same we're on the same fucking we're on the same fucking Titanic at the moment. But fucking
hopefully this one will fucking sink.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's a Titanic. Everybody's a Santa Maria, Nina, Pinto, whatever. And fucking but yeah, no, I'm glad. So we got these couple of fucking the Gore shows. That's pretty bugged out. I wish we could have done more of them, but
speaking of that, so check this out. I just happen to have this right here.
Oh, boom! What is it? Oh shit!
So,
there you go.
This is Guar. Rest in peace, Dave Brocky. This
There
is
you go.
before
Yeah,
he passed
rest in
away.
peace, for sure.
Got all the dudes to sign it. Guar
Oh,
poster.
you told me. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, it's a big deal for me for a band that I listened to when I was a fucking kid to be able to go out on the road with. And then they're on fucking Fox News talking about it. I was like, that's pretty tripped out.
That shit was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
And he was being super funny about it too. That was cool.
Yeah, no, those dudes are they're OGs in the game, and I like that. Again, it's cool that we got to tour with them when we did the Sounds from the Underground, I think it was, or something. Right. They were on one of these, and we crossed paths a lot, and they're OGs in the game, and mad respect and all that, but we never get to do a lot of these kind of shows in America. So that just is dope that being able to do that, and and rocking with those guys and Suffocation, and that's how it should be. Like you see in Europe, we'll do shows, us, Napalm Death, us, and fucking whoever, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. I
love the diversity. It's not just like hardcore band after hardcore band, which is fine too.
Yeah,
but I'd like to change it up is great.
Absolutely. We always used to
Hate
play
God, War, fucking Napalm Death. That shit's dope.
Yeah, it's, for sure it's gonna be refreshing, and it'll be good to get out and fucking and do all that good shit. I actually gotta get my fucking equipment fucking up to par.
Yeah.
I figure this whole fucking shit out. And have you been playing at home? Anything? Fucking around with music? Anything?
Yeah. I mean, not so much heavy stuff, but I'm always fucking with something. Whether it's this kind of music or that. And I got my little setup here, which I can make shit happen with what I got, and it's always fun. Keep it fun and fresh. But I'm super looking forward to it. We got the Guar run. And then right after that, we're making up with the Cali run that we, postponed or whatever. So we got that. And then the sold out show in Vegas.
Oh yeah. So that Vegas show is in between that Cali shit, right?
No. So I think that's at the end of the Cali run. I think it's 3 days in Cali. And then I'm pretty sure is the last day is in Vegas, the punk rock bowling after party.
Oh, that's how
I'm pretty
it
sure.
works. Something like that. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is with H2O.
Oh, and the punk rock bowling is sold out. Shout out to H2O. Shout out to Punk Rock Bowling for fucking whatever. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna shout out to fucking the Cali Care Group. We'll be seeing you motherfuckers in fucking Vegas in California. But
Section Hate just jumped on the LA show.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, that spot that we played last time, the warehouse or whatever in downtown LA.
Dope.
Mike, he just hit me up and he said they jumped on that shit. So
shout
that's
out
gonna be
Section.
dope.
Hey, hell yeah.
Yo, they're killing it.
I'm glad. I'm psyched for them, and I'm glad for that whole movement. Fucking
me too.
For everybody making noise and just trying to play shows and fucking keeping it moving and fucking. That's dope. I'm gonna get him on the podcast too.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's a good dude. I love that dude.
Yeah, no, for sure, and it's dope. So that's good. Yeah, I literally lost track on what was falling into place till I want to say talking to Gator Food earlier. He was like, "Oh no, that's the week after," or somebody. I was like, "Oh shit, we got I forgot that it was both sets of shows were week after week because we haven't done 2 weeks in a row in a minute, so it kind of fucking seems weird to me,
Yeah, so it's Guar, and then we're home for a few days, and then we go right to Cali.
Yeah, and do the Cali shit.
Yeah,
we do the California hustle. And then California, that's same places we were supposed to do before.
You know what? I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's Sacramento, LA, and Santa Ana.
Okay.
Yeah. And then ended with Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure.
In Las Vegas. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. And then that's all we have for the end of the year, right? Is that
as far as I know right now? Yeah, but I think we still got to make up the Texas shows.
Oh yeah, the Texas. That's what it was. I lost track of what's going on. I got a lot of new music too, and I know soon we're gonna be we got to get together and put some shit together because I got a lot of new tracks and we got to fucking start figuring out fucking putting shit together. Maybe on the road. We'll see how much time we got. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of time, I think. They'll be fucking. We got a lot of time and fucking. Have you been to any shows? Not besides playing them. Anything going on?
What the fuck did I just go to?
Anybody seen?
I'm drawing a blank right now.
Like there was any of these, you seen any of these big shows? Because I know wasn't like Korn or Foo Fighters or
that shit. I was supposed to go to Korn and that shit got postponed. Yeah, got postponed in New Jersey anyway. No, I can't. You know what? I can't think of it. Top of my head right now.
Nothing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you just been laying low. And what
But, I
else
mean,
you
there's
just
been
laying
shit
low?
going on. Yeah. I mean, other than that, I just work and come home and fucking play music, and that's it.
And fucking what's the deal up north with as far as is there a lockdown, no lockdown, a storm, a no storm? What's
I mean, we didn't get hit with no storm. I think a little bit north of us might have got a little fucked up. That's like Long Island, I think maybe. But we're good. Still same rules. Like you want to wear a mask, cool. You don't want to wear a mask. That's
you don't
cool.
have to.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah. Like at the shop, like we don't have to wear one. We did for a year.
Yeah.
And
what's the name of the shop again?
Trade Winds Tattoo.
Trade Winds, yeah.
Yep,
what I
Tom's
want
over
to
New
know is
Jersey.
this, Tommy. When is Trade Winds Florida, South Florida coming?
Yo,
so you
we've
can
been
run that, and then I'm gonna work under you running this spot so we could blow that shit up because I need that jobby job. Let's blow this shit up.
Yeah, we've been talking about it like legitimately for a little bit now.
I know we were talking, Tommy. Let's blow South Florida up. I know you like it down here.
Yeah, I ask myself every time I'm in Florida, I'm like, why do I live in New Jersey?
I know. No, I love the Jersey, New York, Northeast hustle. But Florida is a good place to fucking simmer down, and still you go up there to wild out and then come back and let your feet in the sand a little bit and let the palm trees fucking touch your body. Get off.
I think I'll ultimately end up there one way or another, somewhere in Florida.
Every old person ends up here.
I'm getting
it. Exactly. We're fucking. But yeah, and right now, so just working and waiting for that. Yeah. Ballpark, how long is the next set of shows for us? In about how many weeks?
So what are we at the 25th right now? So like 3 weeks, something like that.
In about 3 weeks. So in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, that'll be the first thing down in Richmond with Guar.
The Guar and the Richmond. All right, good shit. No fucking
and
any plans this weekend? That's it. Just staying in. What are you doing? Getting drunk with
mom's birthday? No, mom's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Yeah. Oh,
happy
you eat
birthday.
cake? You're gonna eat like savages?
Yeah, Italian style, big time.
Yeah. Oh, what you gonna eat? You think? What do you think you're gonna eat?
Probably do a big like seafood everything, shrimp, crab legs, blah blah blah, all that shit.
Yeah, that's the. Oh, so you're just gonna party during the week? All right, good. Yeah, I'm finding out what's what. Getting music together. We're gonna get some music together and all that shit. I've been taking obviously shit's been crazy, but little by little turning up. Trying to fucking get back on track with everything, which I've been doing.
Yeah.
And now I got some music we gotta fucking get on, and we'll be sending you some new shit fucking soon. But I'm glad I got to get you. But it was funny because it was a good idea how it came up because like I told you lately, a couple people hit me up and they were like a couple mic questions. I said, you know what? Let me just get Mike on and fucking tune the fuck in and subscribe.
I didn't want to be that guy. Be like, when am I gonna get on?
Hello. You're like,
we're in the hotel room and the lights are off. Like,
whispering.
When am I gonna get on?
Next guest, me. One more time, let them know the shop.
Yo,
we gotta let Tommy, shout out to Tommy, but let them know the Trade Wind Tattoos
in Toms River, New Jersey. Tommy Folia, Joe Numbers, Angel Pacheco. Our boy Ryan he's leaving and opening up his own shop. So he's got his own private thing going on, probably in like a couple months. So shout out to Ryan. He's opening up Prophecy Tattoo, him and his wife. But man, that's the crew right now, and things are good, man. We're blessed, man, to be as busy as we are.
Oh yeah.
In times like this, we're very lucky.
Hell yeah, and let everybody know the Instagram where they could catch you at, or if they want to follow the kid, where they gonna catch you at.
So me, it's just my name, Mike_Gurnari. That's it, Gurnari. That's it, and then the shop is TradeWinds_Tattoo.
There you go, and fucking. Before we get out of here, let them know Richard Straps.
Yo.
Who else we want to shout out? Who else?
We got. All right. ESP Guitars. Tony,
let
you're the man. Richter Straps. Fishman Pickups. Thank you, Ken. In Tune Guitar Picks.
Absolutely.
Cali
Care Group. You know what's up, fam. I'm gonna see you. And hella hot sauce. Hold on.
Yeah. And Warlock guitar cabs.
Warlock, oh yeah, shout out to the Warlock family.
Hell yeah.
Warlock guitar cabs fucking out of Massachusetts. We got some shit cooking, and you guys are gonna get to see it real soon. And I got that fucking barrel of, I don't know if you can see it. Shout out to the hella hot sauce family.
You got You got the growler. That's the growler
I
right
got
there.
I got the fucking the pirate jug of
Yeah.
hot sauce. But yo, I'm glad I got to touch base with you. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna send you some music. Let everybody know what's up at the shop. Happy birthday to your moms. Tell your fam what's up and everything. Your brothers, and I'll be seeing you soon. We'll talk this week and
hell yeah,
hold it down, bro.
I will. Thanks for having me, man.
You know what's up? We talk, Mike.
Hell yeah, peace.
Everybody, we out. One love.
Peace.